This morning, I heard from a very frustrating couple. The numbers show that high school romances very rarely grow into long-term relationships. The couple in court today are finding out just how hard it is to grow up and still stay together.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Alex Estrada and Paloma Diaz. The two of you have been together not very long. You've been living together for 4 months. But Ms. Diaz, you want out, and you want some money from him to get out. And we're going to talk about that momentarily. But Mr. Estrada, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and how we got into divorce court?
So this is the longest relationship I've ever had. In my past relationships, I've never met, the parents. I've never moved in with anyone. I've never had anybody move in with me. So, it's it's going serious. It's getting serious, and I truly do see a future with this girl. But I don't know. I just really want. We have to fix the issues that we have in order to move forward.
Name the one issue you feel is the most alarming, damaging.
Trust issues.
Trust. Do you not trust her, or does she not trust you?
I think it goes both ways. I don't trust her, and she doesn't trust me with some things.
Yeah, Judge, I don't trust him either.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna ask you, then I'm gonna ask you, why don't you trust her?
Well, first of all, there's a thing with social media. We both don't like to invade each other's privacy, but I like to check up on her account, and she likes to check up on mine, even though we don't really agree with it. And there's been times when she's gone on my social media account and she's found messages with people, or likewise I've gone on her account and she's had messages with guys. And
were they inappropriate messages?
They started off pretty friendly, and then it goes with the like and then the poke, and then they start trying to hang out and stuff.
Now, how serious is a poke? I don't poke, so.
I know it's over social media, but how would you like if someone was going to poke your husband or something?
Yeah, just like that.
That's what I'm doing?
Would your husband like that?
He wouldn't care if I poked him.
Really?
His wife wouldn't care if I poked him.
Wow.
She might ask me to one day. Go ahead and poke Joe.
Really?
Ms. Diaz, do you have a problem with trust with him, and why?
Yes, I do. Social media is my #1. Why? Because I think that, from my side, I always do what he wants me to do, delete all these people, and I do it quick. But sometimes, when I tell him to do something like delete, a specific person on there, he takes a long time on it. And he just lags on it.
So what you guys do is you oversee each other's pages, and to the extent that you see something on the page that you don't like, you tell them to undo it.
Exactly.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
You love each other. You want to start a life together.
Exactly, because...
But
Sorry for interrupting.
And you have whole separate lives that you engage in that you have to monitor.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem kind of dumb?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
nope.
Not in a way, but
nope.
I don't know.
Explain it to me. What am I missing?
It just really gets under my skin, the social media. And maybe it's me, everybody thinks differently. This is my opinion. The social media for me, it's important. Why? Because, obviously you could stay in contact with other people, and, for me, for him to stay in contact with other people on there that I don't like, for me, it makes it not okay. Because from my part, I put things, sometimes I let things slip, and I put it under the carpet, And no, it's not supposed to be that way. Sometimes it's always good to speak up, because if you don't speak up, then you'll never get to where you have to get, but you have to get there. And that's just me, and.
Why would you put something on social media that you wouldn't want the woman that you claim you want to spend the rest of your life with to see? You're sharing your innermost self with other people, but not the person with whom you share your life, your love, your heart, and maybe eventually a child.
True.
Explain that to me.
I don't think that it's not me who's messaging people, but you know, I get the messages and that pisses her off. Same with me. Like I know that she's not messaging people, but guys are trying to get at her, and I don't like that.
But what about girls getting at you though? Yeah, what about that?
But do you trust him?
We're half and half. We don't even trust each other, you know, in some things here and there. And that's the thing, you know, because girls are girls too, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, back in the day, and I know I'm old as all get out. I got this phone and all of that. I get that. But back in the day, I didn't look too bad. Dudes used to holler at me all the time. Hey, you know what? Hey, baby, what's going on? What's your name? Yeah, my name is Mumford, Mrs. Eric. How you doing? That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people shooting at you isn't new. So why y'all dramatic about it? If somebody's shooting at him and you shoot back, hey, I got a lady, back off. End of story. Why is it that deep?
I don't know, I just feel like it's just, social media is just number one.
It's definitely a problem.
It's definitely,
I
it's a
understand what
huge
you're saying.
problem. It's a huge
It's probably
problem.
like, it's simple to you, but you know, like at the end of the day, when we're together, it's a different story, and social media is just a huge problem with us. And I guess, I don't think that we'll ever come to an agreement with that, or like, unless we like let each other, you know, see each other's social media accounts.
Yeah, because if it's not like that, then things won't roll the way that you know, it goes both ways, but you know, sometimes I feel like, I'm just like, you know what, like I'll let you check my stuff, you know, but I want to check yours too.
Right.
Because you know,
right.
it can't be fair if I just show my stuff, but what about him not showing me his stuff? You know what? It makes me feel like, you know what, like, what about you looking through my stuff, but what about me not looking through your stuff, you know?
So
But yeah,
you're saying it's a one-way street. He wants to look at your stuff, but he won't let you look at his.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that, but sometimes when we come to an agreement, sometimes I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna show you my stuff, but if you show me your social media.
Okay, I got you. I think it's absurd, but I got you.
My day's still not over, so I'm gonna put some music on, and you know what? We only live once. Why not turn it up? I mean, that's just me. I love music. I'm not gonna.
But did you know it irritated him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did.
Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Estrada, you say Ms. Diaz does things intentionally to push your buttons.
Yes,
Why
she
don't
does.
you tell me what those things are?
Well, for example, one time we went to San Francisco just to spend the day over there, and traffic in San Francisco is crazy. Finding a parking spot is crazy. It like irritates me. I'm an impatient person. I'm gonna be honest with that one. So we tried to leave the city at 9. We ended up getting out like at 11, between 11 and 12 a.m. And I was driving back, and she turned the radio on, and she likes to bump up her music, and
Oh, yes, I do.
yeah, she does. But what's it called? So she was bumping up her music, and I asked her, I'm really irritated, I'm pissed off, can you knock it down a bit, turn it down? Well, this is what she did.
No.
Boom, cranked it up.
Exactly.
And then, you know, I'm driving, so I push it off. And then she turns it on, and again. And, you know, I'm driving, I'm irritated, it's 12 a.m. I'm super tired, and yeah, she likes to push my buttons.
Ms. Diaz, do you turn up the radio on purpose to irritate him?
Well, you know what? I did it that day because I was in a good mood, and you know what? Like, regardless, I was tired too. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired. Yes, there's a lot of traffic in San Francisco, but you know what? Like, I was like, my day's still not over, so I'm gonna put some music on, and you know what? We only live once. Why not turn it up? I mean, that's just me. I love music. I'm not gonna
But
lie
did
to
you know it irritated him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did. But you know yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did.
And you
yeah.
don't care?
I do care, but it's like at the same time, it's like, you know what? Like, we're both tired, and you know what? Like, I'm gonna just turn it up.
Okay.
But she knew. But she knew.
But let me ask you this, Ms. Diaz, do you think you're a little bit of a pistol?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
God.
what I mean? You want what you want, when you want it, how you want it, how you like it.
But
You
same
don't care
goes
what
with him
happens
too,
to him. Are you that chick?
Yes, she is.
You know what? I admit it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Are you happy?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
We all have our rough days, and I have my rough days as well. Yes, I'm happy most of the time, but sometimes, well, I'll have my breakdowns, obviously, because everybody gets those breakdowns, and yes, I will get sometimes mad, irritated, and out of control.
But you seem to be perpetually honked off. I mean, you seem mad now, and I haven't done anything to you. You know what I mean? You're in it. To me, you don't appear peaceful or content. Are you peaceful and content with the way things are?
Right
now you
now?
can talk. Are you peaceful and content in general?
In general?
That's a no.
No.
That's a no. I got that. You say Mr. Estrada has too many rules. He's got rules about whether or not you have to wear a bra, where your
Yes.
friends go. Tell me about all the things that he's seeking to control.
The bra part.
Okay.
Okay. I'm young. I'm 18. I'm comfortable with my body. I'm not saying that all the time I will be going out like that, but you know, there's times where I just feel comfortable and I'm just like, it's my body, it's my skin. Everybody's different. This is just me. Like I'll do that, you know, once in a while, but he will not like that.
She won't wear a bra in public sometimes. And you know, you could see, you know, those shirts. You see the.
Yeah, you see all the
Yeah,
situations.
understandable. But I'm young, and you know what? Sometimes I feel, and I'm gonna flaunt it. Why not?
What about what controlling things does he do with respect to who you go out with, who you see, and your friends?
He's always like, where, you know, who are you gonna go with? And yes, I do tell him, you know, and sometimes he's like, well, you know what? Like, it's for me, it's unfair when he goes out with his friends. And when I used to work at the time, like I would get home like around maybe 10, and then he would come at 3 in the morning, and I'd be like, where is he? Where was he at the whole time? He would come home to me, and it's like there's no explanation until the next day. I don't like that. I rather want somebody to just tell me, you know, right there exactly, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been like that with him, you know. Sometimes I wait till the next day.
Why don't you tell me what's the most irritating thing about him?
When he's picky with his stuff, when he doesn't want me to do things, okay, I do things my way, and he doesn't like that sometimes. So it's like, you know what, like, well.
Give me an example.
For example, when I went and washed my clothes we were gonna go and wash our clothes to the laundry place, and I put my clothes in, and you know, he was about to put his clothes in, but I told him, you know what, like we need to hurry up, like, you know, we can't be, you know, and he didn't like it that way. He walked out. He just walked off with the clothes to the car, and I just stayed there, and I couldn't do nothing about it.
But she goes crazy when they don't knock and they just open the door and they go in.
I think there should be some respect, you know.
Well, I think that's everybody's opinion, because you parents walk in there one day, see something they don't want to see.
No.
Exactly, you know.
You know, that don't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. So what do you have to say about the way she wants things and how you don't approve?
That statement wasn't specific enough. I like to divide my clothes. I like to, you know, black, colored, white. She just grabbed it all and put it on in a.
That day. Oh, maybe that day we were in a hurry.
Ms. Diaz, let the man finish talking. He didn't interrupt you. Show him some respect.
All right, I will.
All right. So yes, we were in a hurry that day, but just because we're in a hurry, you know, like the washing machines have a certain time to them. She's in a rush. The machine's not gonna, you know, speed up for her. So what was the whole point of grabbing all the clothes, mixing it together, and putting it in there? That could mess up my clothes.
Mm-hmm. You say you argue over everything, Ms. Diaz. What kind of things do you argue over, other than we got the wash and we got the social media?
When I cook things and he doesn't like it how I cook it and stuff, and he'll just end up getting mad, and he'll just be like, I'll just cook it myself. Like, don't cook it for me no more, and I'll just walk off and I'll be mad because it gets under my skin, you know?
Are you working?
No, I'm a part-time student.
Part-time student. Are you working?
No, I left my job.
You left your job? Why?
I just don't really want to speak on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're a part-time student, and you guys are living together. How in the world do you make it?
First of all, I get like, since I'm still living in my parents' house, we do pay rent.
She's living in your parents' house with you?
That's another issue, yes.
Yes.
With family and relatives.
Is your parents not happy about that? What's that issue all about?
They are happy, but relatives and family members, like, she doesn't like some things that they do. Like, we butt heads with family members. They like to butt in the relationship. They like to put in their opinion. I'm used to that because it's my family. She's not used to that.
No.
Is
I'm
his
not used to
family
that.
dipping in all the time?
Sometimes here and there.
And she doesn't like that. And I don't like that.
that.
I don't like that. I don't like this. And she doesn't like it either. But she goes crazy when they don't knock and they just open the door and they go in.
I think there should be some respect, you know?
Well, I
or
think
knock
that's
the door.
everybody's opinion, because you parents walk in there one day, see something they don't want to see.
No.
Exactly, you know?
You know, that don't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Why did you two move in together?
You know, at the beginning, everything was good. After, you know, the first 4 or 5 months, everything was great. Then you really start to, like, you know, take off the layers off of a person. You really start to get to know them. So, you know, like, none of us are perfect, and I'm well aware of that. So we're basically like, here are my issues, and you have to accept me with, like, the issues I'm bringing. Same with her. But sometimes her issues and my issues, oh my gosh.
Ms.
We go
Diaz, why do
crazy.
you think why did you move in with him?
I moved in with him because, okay, I work, like, not that long ago, I left the job that I had, but I mean, when I had my job, you know what, I was like, you know what, I could probably do this. I was like, I could move out of my house and move with this person that I really love, and we'll see where it takes us, you know? And that's what I decided to do, and, you know, things are not gonna come easy. Things are not always gonna be good, you know? There's gonna be goods and bads. But, you know, there's some things that I don't like, and that's me, like.
Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Yes, that's me.
In divorce court, people tell me the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experience on our Twitter page at Divorce Court and on our Facebook page. See how fans deal with their own relationships. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. I see the entire picture, and now I'm going to take an opportunity to paint over it. Listen, 19 and 18 is for school. It's for hanging out with your girlfriends or your male friends. It's for sports. It's for travel. It's for exploring life. It is not for coupling up. If you got to move in with a man in his mama's house, that means neither one of you are ready for this kind of relationship. I didn't have a steady dude. The longest relationship I used to keep a man around about 10 months. 6 to 10 months. First time he did something wrong, bow, he's out. I get another one. And I used to think I had these odd notions. I would be dating a black guy and I don't like him, and then I'd get me a white guy. Just because I'm trying to switch up, you know. And then you could tell whether it was an even or an odd year by the color of guy I was running around with, because I thought, correctly so, that it's time to figure out who men are, what they do, what's a good one, what's a bad one, what's a good fit, what's not a good fit. You two are children trying to play act as an adult. I could give you lessons about being mature and compromising, but you're not old enough. To 18 and 19, I was stark raving mad. And that's the time to be stark raving mad, because you can make stupid decisions because you got your parents' support, you got all of that kind of stuff, and you can't be 30 with 18 years worth of experience. You're asking for transitional support. You can't get transitional support. You were not in a marriage. He has absolutely no obligation whatever to support you or to assist you. You just got up and got in this man's house. You're his girlfriend. Just because you guys are sleeping in his mama's house doesn't make you anything other than a girlfriend. And y'all should break up. You need to get an education. You need to learn. You need to read. You need to figure out things. You need to explore the world. You need to get a couple of girlfriends, a couple of boyfriends. Don't have no babies while you're doing it. And then as you're older, when you're 26, 27, 28, you know a little something, then you find somebody. And don't just shack up with them either. This matter is adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no rush to couple up. Being married, being in a committed relationship is grown folk business. And you're not grown when you're still in your house living with your mama.